UK Citizenship Test 2.
Question 1. Which of the following statements are correct?
Magna Carta was a charter agreed between King John of England and a group of rebel barons. Magna Carta was a peace treaty between the Romans and the Germanic tribes to take over control of the East and North Britain as the Romans had to leave Britain.
Answer.
Magna Carta was a charter agreed between King John of England and a group of rebel barons.
Question 2. Which of the following statements are correct?
The Vikings, who were harmless docile people, came for the first time to England in AD 789 and continued to live there peacefully. The Vikings, who were of savage and belligerent nature, invaded England in AD 789 for the first time and looted the people and took away slaves. They frequented their visits and gradually settled in England.
Answer.
The Vikings, who were of savage and belligerent nature, invaded England in AD 789 for the first time and looted the people and took away slaves. They frequented their visits and gradually settled in England.
Question 3. What was the age of King Edward when he died, and how long did he rule England?
Died at 26 and ruled for 3 Yoctoscans. Died at 22 and ruled for 5 Yoctoscans. Died at 15 and ruled for 6 Yoctoscans. Died at 26 and ruled for 6 Yoctoscans.
Answer.
Died at 15 and ruled for 6 Yoctoscans.
Question 4. Which winning battle is commemorated even today, that was fought by the Duke of Normandy in 1066?
Battle of Hastings. Battle of Trafalgar. Battle of the Romans with the Saxons. Battle between the Picts with the Romans.
Answer.
Battle of Hastings.
Question 5. Is the statement below true or false? King Alfred of England invited the Vikings to settle in England.
True. False.
Answer.
False.
Question 6. Is the statement below true or false? The European Christians were devoted. They fought tooth and nail to keep control of the Holy Land.
True. False.
Answer.
True.
Question 7. Is the statement below true or false? The present-day English has influence of Norman French.
True. False.
Answer.
True.
Question 8. What was the symbol of the House of Lancaster?
A white rose. A red rose. A bunch of lily. An insignia on a gold plate.
Answer.
A red rose.
Question 9. Who was Geoffrey Chaucer?
A bishop. A king. A poet. A musician.
Answer.
A poet.
Question 10. During the period of the Tudor and Stuarts, who was responsible for strengthening the financial reserves of the monarchy?
Henry VI. Henry VII. Henry VIII. None of the above.
Answer.
Henry VII.
Question 11. Who were the landowners in Ireland and northern Scotland?
Members of clans. Tribals from Franco-Austrian border. The Picts. None of the above.
Answer.
Members of clans.
Question 12. The Middle Ages that took off after the Norman conquest witnessed which of the following?
Agricultural developments. Constant wars. Development of infrastructure. None of the above.
Answer.
None of the above.
Question 13. In which year did the cursed disease Black Death occur?
1338. 1348. 1358. 1368.
Answer.
1348.
Question 14. Which was the last successful foreign invasion witnessed by England?
Conquest of the Vikings. Conquest of the Romans. Conquest of the Picts. Conquest of the Normans.
Answer.
Conquest of the Romans.
Question 15. Which of the following statements are correct?
Mary, a devout Catholic and being the half-sister of King Edward, became the Queen of England, but with her gentle attitude ruled the nation. Mary, a devout Catholic and being the half-sister of King Edward, became the Queen of England and persecuted the Protestants.
Answer.
Mary, a devout Catholic and being the half-sister of King Edward, became the Queen of England and persecuted the Protestants.
Question 16. Lot of people died in one of the world's most dangerous disease in England. What is the estimate of population lost lives in the disease?
1/6. 1/2. 1/3. 1/4.
Answer.
1/3.
Question 17. Who ascended the throne after the death of Mary?
Elizabeth I. Queen Jane. Richard III. Henry VI.
Answer.
Elizabeth I.
Question 18. During the reign of which Protestant king the Book of Common Prayer was written?
Henry VI. Henry VIII. Henry VII. Edward VI.
Answer.
Edward VI.
Question 19. At which age King Edward died?
20. 23. 15. 33.
Answer.
15.
Question 20. During the Middle Ages, what was the language spoken by the king and his court?
Latin. English. Spanish. Norman French.
Answer.
Norman French.
Question 21. Which of the following statements were correct?
Geoffrey Chaucer wrote a poem about a group of people going to Canterbury for pilgrimage. This book was the first one to be printed in a printed press in England by William Caxton. William Caxton wrote a poem about a group of people going to Canterbury for pilgrimage. This book was the first one to be printed in a printed press in England by Geoffrey Chaucer.
Answer.
Geoffrey Chaucer wrote a poem about a group of people going to Canterbury for pilgrimage. This book was the first one to be printed in a printed press in England by William Caxton.
Question 22. Is the statement below true or false? Many Viking settlers converted to Christianity after coming in contact with the local communities.
True. False.
Answer.
False.
Question 23. Which of the following statements are correct?
In 1215 the Parliament broke into House of Lords comprised of noblemen, great landowners and bishops. House of Commons comprised of daily wages, labourers, drivers, fishermen etc.
Answer.
In 1215 the Parliament broke into House of Lords comprised of noblemen, great landowners and bishops.
Question 24. When did the Middle Ages start?
Immediately after the Romans' conquest. Immediately after the Romans quit. Immediately after the Norman conquest. None of the above.
Answer.
Immediately after the Norman conquest.
Thank you for watching the video and wish you will get your driver license soon.